to see this brand, Grown Alchemist. I actually have been using their products for a little bit. I haven't used their skincare before, but I use their hand soap and hand creams, and I love them. I love the brand. They actually are based out of Australia. I actually took some notes because I love researching brands. I love learning about where they started, what they're passionate about. I love reading ingredients. I'm a big ingredient person. That's why I love clean beauty, because I feel like you should be able to, even if it's your skincare, you should still be able to know the ingredients and be able to say them. So they use a lot of botanicals, which I love. This is their gentle facial cleanser. And I actually am going to show you guys how it's a gel. So it's clear. It's great for sensitive skin, great for all skin types. I would use this like as my second cleanse if I'm doing like a double cleanse, or I would use this in the morning, like after I work out. But it lathers still, and it's a gel, which I think is really awesome because most gel cleansers sometimes don't lather that well, and this one really does. So I loved that. And the smell, I love when brands use botanicals because the smell is so amazing. But then just using this little sponge, it just really gets everything nice and clean, and then you can just rinse it out. And it's just a little bit scrubby, so it exfoliates a little bit too. So another good thing about those little sponges. Do any of you guys double cleanse? I'm curious to see if, because some people, when I say, do you double cleanse, they're like, I don't even know what that is. But for me, I love it. I love to do like a creamy or oil based cleanser and then do like another cleanser. Oh yeah, you just learned that too. That is so amazing. Yes, I love double cleansing. I feel like it just, because a lot of like this gel cleanser isn't going to be like your makeup or sunscreen remover. So foundations and sunscreens have more oil in it. So they, when you use like a gel cleanser, it's not going to get the oils off of your skin like when you use an oil to an oil. So when you use like an oil cleanser, or like a lot of them are using the balm, so it's like an oil balm cleanser, it's going to get like the foundation and that sunscreen off, because like gel based cleansers kind of, it's like opposites attract. They're not going to get the oil off of your skin, if that makes sense. So you need to use like an oil based type cleanser, like a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm, and then go in with your gel or like a milky cleanser to kind of get off that second cleanse. So it's called a double cleanse. So I definitely do that every night. And then in the morning, I'll just use like my milky cleanser or my gel cleanser just to kind of freshen up my face. So I highly recommend double cleansing if you don't do it. And then who uses a toner? This was actually something that I didn't think was necessary until I actually started working more and more in the skincare industry. And toning is very important. I actually tried this one from Grown Alchemist too, and it's a balancing toner. So most generally, all toners are going to be balancing. So when you use a cleanser, some of the times it brings your pH levels out of whack. Especially, it depends on like the water that you have in your house that you're putting on your face. It messes up your pH in your skin. So using a toner is actually going to balance the pH back to its normal levels, and then it's going to prepare the skin to start receiving all of your skincare. So it's actually going to help your skincare work better if you use a toner. So if you don't use a toner, I would definitely recommend putting that into the mix as well. And I love using just like a little cotton pad. And this one comes with like a little, it's just like a little drop. And all of these bottles are plastic. It's not glass. They're plastic. But I love the brown look. I feel like you could have this on your bathroom counter and it's just going to look amazing. But then definitely want to tone after you cleanse. And after I use this toner, I can feel like it has like a tingling sensation. So I can feel that it's working in my skin, and it's prepping my skin to receive more skincare, which is what you want. It's kind of opening everything up. So if you don't tone, I would recommend it. And I know this one was sold out. I had added another one that was similar. So yes, I would. Sorry, I'm just checking something quick. Okay. And then always when you have some, like, I don't use a mask every night, but I do try to do a mask at least once a week. So this one from Ella Spa, it's their rejuvenating stem cell mask, and it's actually for all skin types. When I used it the other day, it didn't really tingle. It didn't feel tight. It didn't burn. It just felt soothing. It actually has. I took some more notes because I was really interested in their ingredients that they used in this mask. They use Amazonian clay, which is going to help with, and then the bentonite green clay from volcanic ash, which I think is fabulous because, as you guys can see, it actually pulled some things out of my skin when I use this, which is a good thing. A lot of people will go to get a facial, and then a couple days later they start breaking out, and they're like, oh my gosh, that was like the worst facial ever. I'm breaking out everywhere. It's actually a good thing. It's your skin is purging. The skincare was working. It pulled the impurities out, and so now your skin's able to breathe again. It's just getting all that gunk out of there. So those two clay properties, that is awesome in this. And then it also has grape stem cells for smoothing fine lines and wrinkles. And then the shea butter and citrus water for hydration. So when I put this on, I definitely felt like my skin was more hydrated. And then the next day, I could tell that I had a couple little breakouts, which meant that those clay properties were really working and pulling out some of the dirt and stuff out of my skin. And it's just clear. So I will show you guys. I should put on use the little brush that I have. And it's just like a white. And you put it on for 10 minutes. Or it also recommended that you could put it on, put some in your moisturizer, and you could leave it on as an overnight treatment, which I thought is really awesome, how it can be dual purpose. So I just put it on, and I actually probably left mine on a little bit longer than 10 minutes. But it is white, and it doesn't, some masks feel really tight after you wear it for a while, or burn, or I had none of that. So definitely nothing to worry about there. It didn't feel like hard and crackly at all. But I knew it was working, especially the next day my skin was more hydrated. And of course I had like a couple little breakouts because of the clay working. So yes, highly recommend a mask. I feel like this is kind of a 3-in-1 because you have your hydration, you have that's hydrating your skin, and then you have those clay that is kind of doing the cleaning. Because sometimes you have masks, and there's like a clay mask, and there's a hydration mask, and there's a brightening mask. This one does it all. It's all in one mask. So I thought that was wonderful. When you have a 3-in-1, it's just like that's exactly what I try to get instead of having to try to do all three. This next one. Oh, and I'm going to show you guys this too.